Now, the pilot had asked to change the plane's route because of weather. We understand there were thunderstorms in the area at the time. Airasia says search and rescue operations are now underway. We are waiting additional information from the airline. Let's go to Derek Van Dam, who's standing by with much more as weather comes into focus in the story, Derek. And we hear that the pilot requested a deviation in the route because of weather.
That's right. And pilots are trained to fly around thunderstorms, convective thunderstorms, which we typically get this time of year across the Java Sea. Now, you heard Richard Quest talk about turbulence and how turbulence does not take down airplanes. It is often associated with pilot error and how they handle the turbulence. Well, we've done some research across this area during the time of last contact with the Airasia flight, and we found some pretty interesting statistics, and I'll show you in just one moment. This is the Flight Radar 24 path. You can see where the solid blue line becomes dotted black lines. That's where the plane's trajectory going forward north towards Singapore before it actually lost contact. But what's very important to note is an image that we've pulled up thanks to one of the weather producers here. It's a bit difficult for you to see at home, but there was clearly turbulence in the area, and it's actually highlighted by this shading of red, and it's very difficult to see the wording on here. I apologize for this, but it is important because they're reporting the conditions across this area. Cumulonimbus clouds towering over 53,000 feet. Now, when the plane last had contact, it was at an altitude of roughly 32,000 feet. There are reports, not confirmed, but it asked to deviate away from these thunderstorms and increase and ascend in altitude to 38,000 feet. Now, with reports of cumulonimbus clouds, that's thunderstorms, convective thunderstorms, at 52,000 feet in the air, that plane surely is not going to cruise over those storms. So clearly they're going to impact or feel the effects of the nearby thunderstorms across that region. In fact, what we've done here with our latest satellite imagery is we've stopped the satellite at the last moment of contact, which was roughly 7:30 local time. And you can see these massive thunderstorms across the Java Sea. This is East Java, where the plane took off from Surabaya. Here's Singapore. You can see the thunderstorm complex with that deep, dark shading of red. Satellite imagery, what it does basically is it calculates the temperature cloud or the cloud temperature at the very, very tops of the thunderstorm. So the dark red would be the highest thunderstorms, sometimes exceeding 50,000 feet. The area of last contact with the plane was within this green circle somewhere. We're not exactly sure where, but you can clearly see thunderstorms within the area, some convective activity just to the north of the center